Should you actually move? I want to talk to the person who keeps saying next year. Maybe it's been 2 years of next year, maybe 3, maybe longer. And here's what I want you to know. You're not in denial, you're not being stubborn, you're just not sure. And not sure is a completely reasonable place to be when you're thinking about leaving a home you've lived in for 30 years. So I'm not going to start with market data. I'm not going to hit you with interest rates or inventory numbers. Before any of that, I want to give you 5 honest questions. Answer them truthfully, just to yourself, and they will tell you more about whether it's time to move than anything I could show you on a spreadsheet. My name is Kara Zahasky. I'm a realtor here in the Twin Cities, and our team has been in business for over a decade. We've helped over 1,000 families buy and sell homes in Minnesota, and I work with a lot of people in exactly your situation. Let's get into it. Question 1. How many rooms in your home do you actually use? Not rooms you walk through. Rooms you spend real time in. For most of my clients, the honest answer is 2 or 3. The kitchen, the bedroom, maybe the living room, the upstairs hasn't been touched in years. There's an entire floor you're heating, cooling, insuring, and maintaining that's basically a storage unit at this point. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. I'm saying it because it's worth naming. Question 2, what is staying actually costing you? Not just the mortgage. Most of you have that paid off, which is wonderful, but property taxes in the Twin Cities suburbs run anywhere from $4,000 to $9,000 a year for a home your size. Utilities for a 4-bedroom house are probably $250 to $400 a month. Maintenance on an older home, the roof that needs work, the HVAC that's getting up there, that's real money every year. And there's your time, your energy. How much of your week is going into managing a home that's larger than you actually need? Question 3, if you could design your home from scratch right now, no history, no attachment, would you choose this house? I mean, really sit with that. If you were starting fresh today, knowing what you know about your health, your energy, what you want to do with your time, would you choose a 4-bedroom home with a big yard in your current suburb? Or would you choose something different? There's no wrong answer. This is just information. Question 4, what's the real reason you haven't called anyone yet? Be honest, because for most people I talk to, it's actually not about the market. It's not about the interest rates. It's about one of a few things. You don't know where you'd go, or there's 30 years of stuff in this house and you don't know how to deal with it. Or you're afraid that moving means admitting something about this chapter of your life that you're not ready to admit. All of those things are real. All of them are solvable. I'm going to make videos about every single one of them, but you need to know that those aren't reasons not to have the conversation. They're just questions that need answers. Question 5, what would it mean for your life if you got this right? Think about what the next chapter could actually look like. A home where someone else handles your exterior, a community where your neighbors are in the same season of life as you, freedom to travel, to spend money on experiences instead of maintenance, to be closer to grandkids, equity that's been sitting in these walls for 30 years unlocked and working for you. What would that be worth to you? Here's something I want to say directly. 61% of baby boomers say they will never plan to sell their home. And look, some of them are making the right choice for their situation. I'm not here to push anyone, but I will tell you what I see after doing this for over 4 years. A lot of people wait too long, not because the market is bad, not because the home isn't ready, because they kept saying next year until next year wasn't really available to them anymore because of health or energy or family circumstances that forced a rush decision. The people who make the transition well are the ones who give themselves time to do it on their terms, who had the conversation before urgency was involved, who got to choose rather than having the choice made for them. That's all I'm asking you to consider today. My ancestors came to this country and built a life here. I understand what it means when a home is more than four walls. When it holds your story, your family, your identity. I don't take that lightly, not for a second. But I also know that the next chapter can be extraordinary. I watched it happen for hundreds of families. So here's where I want to leave you. You don't have to be ready to sell. You don't even have to be leaning that direction. All I'm asking is that you get your number. What is your home actually worth right now? Not the Zillow estimate, your real numbers based on what homes are actually selling for in your specific neighborhood, in your specific condition right now. Because you can't make a good decision without knowing your number. And knowing it doesn't obligate you to anything. There's a link in the description to schedule a free, no pressure home value conversation. No sales pitch, no obligation, just information. Because you deserve to make this decision with real numbers in front of you. And next week, I'll be back to break down exactly how we figure out what your home is actually worth and why Zillow might be off by $40,000 or more. You'll want to see that one. I'll talk to you soon.